you and I live in a culture where people like to claim you and I. You know, there's some lover in some nook and corner that you don't even know of their existence is still claiming you. There's some friend who's still claiming you. And they easily forget the narrative as to what has happened between the two of you, as to why predominantly you left their asses behind. But it's always the ones who are left behind, but their ego is so big that they will never accept the fact that they up. And because they will never accept the fact that they up, while they blatantly bully you along with their bullyish friends and family, they still have a sense of energy over you where they think that they own you. And so they claim you. How many times have some ex-dude or some ex-chick is still telling the world, that boy is mine, that girl is mine, why the fuck are we yours? And secondly, society has normalized the fact that somebody still claiming you in a friend circle where this girl or this guy is saying, well, my ex is still hot on me. Well, this friend of mine is still not letting me go. An egotistical person somehow is going to like the fact that somebody is still claiming them. And unfortunately, we live in a world where we are surrounded by people, when you and I, who are 10%, who do not like the fact that people still have our names in their mouths. Because when we move on and we expect them to at least respect the fucking silence on a human level, on a human principle level, like, you know, basic values. Do not talk about me, do not talk about her, do not talk about him. Because at the end of the day, we are those 10% of people who are not playing a fucking game. We are not playing hard to fucking get because we want you to chase us. This warped way of thinking of men and women who think that their shit don't fucking stink, you know, because every woman, every man, every friend, every stranger who've closed the doors on them in the past have secretly wanted them to chase them. And when we come in contact with men and women like this, who have friends and lovers and families of people who play these type of games, the audience that these people surround themselves with have always given them that reaction every time there has been a chaos, every time there has been a break. You know what I mean? So these are the type of people, even after they break up or take a break, they still have sneaky fucking links. They still have their side chicks. They still have their side dudes. They still have their side friends that they can bitch about you and then not be friends with them tomorrow and then be friends with them again. You know what I mean? So in short, what I'm trying to say is, from the main, they become the side. From the side, they become the main again. This can be friend, lovers, whatever. In my dictionary, what the fuck is a side chick? What the fuck is a main chick? Because I'm the only chick. At least that's what I thought I should be when it comes to lovers. And when it comes to friends as well, I compartmentalize friends. I can be friends with everybody, but I know who the I'm close to. But I never had friends. I could say that for a fact. So they were all fucking snakes. Represent. So same thing for you guys too. Like, I don't understand this energy where people want to claim you and I and completely discard the fact of what the fuck they have done and the damages that they've caused. But they know that they will never have a re-entry in yours in my life. But their egotistical self doesn't want to accept the fact that there is no re-entry in our life, while they have a facade, an image to keep up with their friends and their so-called family and confidant, like for them to be claimed, even when there is nothing to be claimed. And this is what I call messy people. They have messy lives. They have messy exes. They have messy friends. They have messy friends with benefits. They have messy family. They have a messy life. And you and I walk into a man or a woman's life like this, a man or a woman as a friend like this, a man or a woman who's a probably confidant or any kind of one-on-one relationship like this. And when we attach ourselves with people like this, and when we detach ourselves from people like this, they don't let you go. And you and I are one of those people that we understand and we realize that they're not letting us detach. Why? Not because we're in touch with them, not because we're a part of their life. They probably have not seen your face for years. They've not seen our face for years. But the type of people that they are, they still have a narrative where they tell the whole world, do not go claim her, do not go claim me, do not go claim him. Why? Because we somehow still belong to that dude, still belong to that woman. Just because once we were a part of their life, they think that they can bag us back as friends, family, confidants, or lovers. And unfortunately, it's the audacity of the people that really pisses me off, because it's the audacity of this man, it's the audacity of this woman, of this friend, who thinks that even though it's been years that you haven't seen her face, even it's been years you haven't seen his face, and never will you exchange energy with those people again, they think that they have some kind of ownership with you because you've been in their life once. And so many of them, in their own twisted way of thinking, they think that a man or a woman is not interested in them only because they're just playing hard to get. And they think that when they show up in our life as lovers, friends, or family after 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, or months, they expect us to run back to them like it's movies. And they think we're some daft bimbo to believe them, to warn them. At least for you and I, they give us a ick. Ew. And if people come and talk to you and I, they'll actually know that this person has not spoken to this person for a decade almost. But unfortunately, these people live in a world, in a bubble where they don't fucking grow. So they think nothing is wrong with them. Even after years and months or time passes, shit gets okay and they can come back. Well, the time has passed and you are fucking history. And therefore, it's honestly the ignorance, the lack of emotional intelligence, and it's honestly the audacity that these people have. Like, who the fuck do they think they are? Because 90% of the times, you and I, we don't even acknowledge them. 90% of the times, you and I have moved on with other friends, other lovers, and moved on with our life. And you were some trophy ticket that they once got, and they just can't let it go as a friend, family, lover. And because their ego's so high, they'll tell the world that you are still on their fucking dick, you are still on their fucking vagina as a friend, lover, family, whatever. And therefore, honestly, it really pisses me off, because how ignorant can people be? Grown-ass man, grown-ass woman in his 30s, 40s, 20s, 50s, 60s, 70s. Just because they have an image, they have a facade to keep on with their fake friends and family and confidants, they are targeting individuals like you and I, who we once connected with in our teenage years, in our early 20s, 30s, 40s, whenever. And there has been a considerable amount of time that has passed. And, life happens, things happen, and these people are not even a thought. These people are not even a thought in yours and my life for years. But our name is every day in their fucking mouths. And one thing what really pisses me off, our people can get so low that while they are actively running a narrative and claiming you and trying to change your future just because they think that they still have some kind of ownership on you because you once gave them your time, your energy, they think that they're entitled for your attention, your time and energy, even after years have passed. Who the do they think they are? And many of us don't even want to see their faces, because that's a version of ourselves that we don't like, because that version of ourselves allowed these type of people in our life. What would the make this dude, this woman, this friend think that we once had a bond, so I'm just going to show up in his life, I'm just going to show up in her life. And when they know that we don't want them back, they make sure that they ruin our life so that they get our attention. And when they don't get the attention, when they don't get the reaction that they were expecting from you, how are they going to stand true to their circle of friends, fake lovers, people who they want to kind of impress through you? Because here you are, you're not even paying them no fucking mind. All their tactics that they're doing, all the stalking, all the hacking, all the, whatever the fuck that they do, still, you don't pay them no mind, because at the end of the day, those people don't matter to you. It's their losses, their debts, their successes, their millions don't matter to you. They don't matter to you. They are not attractive to you. You don't like their energy, you don't remember them. But they still try to shove themselves in your life. And when they can't do that, they don't accept defeat. They start a hate fucking campaign. And that's okay. That's what lowlifes and pigs do. But while they start this hate campaign and whatever they do after that, it still boils down to the fact that it's a broken man, a broken woman, a broken friend who would never accept the fact that you are the one who shut the door on them after them being trifling on you a zillion million times. Because they saw a side of you which is forgiving, which is kind, which was sweet as a man or a woman. And so they took your kindness for weakness. And they thought because they had a fucking audience and friends and family of people who've always told them if they say no, that means a yes. Bitch, no. We don't want you in our life. Respect the fucking silence. If I was your ex, if he was your ex, if she was your ex, we don't fucking want you back. If he were your ex-friend, we don't want to be claimed by you. So stay the fuck away from us. And please accept the fact, like I said, please respect the fucking silence. And please understand, if you knew us in 2000s, early 2000s, 2010s, 2015s, 2020s even, if you knew us yesterday, you knew us yesterday. And for some of us, an ex-friend is an ex. An ex-lover is a ex. An ex-colleague is a ex. And if you are a stranger, remain a stranger. And don't you dare put your crazy ass dudes, your crazy ass on us, because you can't move on from us. And because you know you can never re-enter our life, don't you dare paint another man or woman or friends on us. And while you have a fake life, keep up with your fake life. Don't make us a pawn in your story. Because trust and believe, you were just a part of my story, which I don't even think about. If you were a page in my book, that page has been ripped apart and burned. While you are writing a book on me, which is not even fucking true. Because at the end of the day, let's check the receipts. I have it coming back to the fucking point. People, men like you, women like you, friends like you, who we once had in our life, know your place. She, I, and him are not the people that you run your game on. So while you have your fans and you have your puppets on a string that you're using against us because we are the ones who didn't want you back, you have many other places and avenues to go because you're a community D, you're a community P as a man or a woman. Community D, P or not, what you do with your life is about you. But don't you dare influence or include my name and their names in your life that we don't want to be a part of, never wanted to be a part of. Wasn't we the one who let you go? And even if you were the one who let us go, did we fucking chase you? Why? Because you want some clout? Because you have an image to carry? Wrong. Instead of you apologizing and coming back to the ground and humbling yourself, you want to humble us? For what? For not chasing your for what? What the you have? You made us feel like we were bums because a bum will always make you feel like a bum. Whoever's listening, remember that. So maybe you're not a bum, but maybe you're just attached to a bum lover, a bum friend who doesn't want to be nothing in her or his life. But when you become something, or when you forget them and move on, they want to remind you of them. And then they want to remind you of them in such a way that they want to impose themselves. And when they can't impose themselves, they're going to use their puppets on a fucking string to come and attack your life for years and years and years. Because your success is a personal attack to them. Your joy, your happiness is a personal attack to them. And that's the problem. You're joyous, you're happy, and that's the problem. Had you been that low-grade dude, the low-grade friend who had gone eye for an eye, who had gone and his friend, who had gone and her friend, who had gone and your friends' friends, that's what they do because they're messy fucking people. And when you're not messy, the only issue why they're on your fucking back for years is because you're not messy with them. Because had you been messy with them, you would have never parted ways. You would have still been friends. And therefore, there came a point, every fucking get together was heavy for you and you left. And I can speak for myself. There came a point where I couldn't just stay. And that wasn't about them, it was about me. Because I wanted to do better for myself. But people took that as a personal attack and ruined my life. Well, tried to. Because I did not ruin their life back. Because I didn't pay them attention. But I left. Because I was going through things in my life. I was upgrading. And I wanted to be a better individual for myself. For my spirit. For my ancestors. And that's deep. And people would never fucking understand that. And therefore, there are people like you and I who've been victims of people's hate and people's jealousy. Of a friend, there was no friendship. There was a friend, there was a lover who's hating you because you leveled up. Not by shitting on them, but just by working on yourself. So if you and I are victims of those people today, please drop them like they don't mean shit because they are fucking shit. And shitty people don't like to hear the fact and the truth that they're shitty. But bear in mind, they will think about it when they're alone. while they wake up like nothing ever happened and they come up with a new plan to ruin yours in my life. Pray on God, pray on a higher power. At the end of the day, whatever they do, one thing I know, if you didn't hurt nobody intentionally, even if it hurts you today, even if you're going through shit today, as you sow, so shall you fucking reap. Pray on it. Maybe it's your karma that you have to pay off, but at the end of the day, karma and dharma go hand in hand. So once you've paid off your karma and people are still poking at you, let God answer them, let the devil answer them, and whoever they fucking pray to, let them answer them back. Because at the end of the day, one thing I know, an innocent soul does not need to be hurt by fucking demons, because it'll always be returned back to sender. I love you.